Hey there guys, it's Joseph Willows here, and today here is another ITCC video, but this time it is the drivers who are entering. Yes guys, it is finally time for you team bosses to decide who you want to hire. And some of these are based on the testing results, some of these are based on their pace, and yeah, some of them are based on pace, especially and some of them are based on the pace in other leagues that they've entered in. So yeah, so without further ado, let's crack on with the first driver. So the first driver in the ITCC is Matt Orange, or as you know him on PSN, is Pit Matt. Now he is a very quick driver in his league races. He has actually won 2 leagues. He's won Season 1 of Formula 102 and he's won Season 2 of the Super Fleet League. He is a very, very quick driver. And judging by Gran Turismo 6 standards, he's also quick as well. Around the Brands Hatch Indy circuit, which is where we tested, he did a 47.547. That's the quickest that he did. So here is the driver of Matt Orange. Now I should tell you that this guy is only going to be competing in multiple events because he usually goes to Skegness for the weekend sometimes, and when the league is actually on and the feature races, he won't be there for some of the events, so he will only be there for chosen events. So just bear that in mind if you're going to consider signing him up. Okay, right, let's move on to the next driver. The second driver is Matthew Redmore, or as you know him as RedJams22 on PSN. Now this guy is very quick as well, especially in league races. He's very good when it comes to qualifying. In the races though, he leads but always ends up losing it. He has never won a league race. He's come so close on many occasions, but has never managed to transfer a pole position most of the time into a win. Or whenever he's in the lead or has taken the lead, he never can get that transferred into a win because of so many things that have let him down. Now in the testing day, which I recorded, he did a 49.243. But later on, after I recorded, he actually, I believe, went quicker than that and managed to get into the 48s. So if you want this driver, get him signed. Right, let's move on to the next driver. The next driver is Bradley Karter, or as you know him on PSN as Bradley Karter 97. Now this guy used to own a GT6 league called the RMTL, or he was the co-owner with Australian Matthew Totani, or as you know him on PSN as Dusty Racer 1. Now, sometimes when it comes to race pace, he's good, but he does struggle sometimes with the balance of the car. However, if you can give him a good car that's on pace, he can give you some good results. So watch out for him if he's in a good car. In the testing, he managed to do a 49-second lap. I'm going to have a look what he did now. Sorry if you heard that. He managed to do a 49.596. So near the 48, so watch out for him. Right, moving on to the next driver. The next driver is Irishman Shaun Grant, or as you know him on PSN as Bossman Shaun 12. Now this guy, when it came to F1 leagues, is not that quick, but when it goes to Gran Turismo, he is very, very quick. Like Bradley, he does struggle with balance of the car sometimes, but like Bradley, if you give him a good car, he can transfer that into good results. During the test day, he managed a 49.630, so that is around the same time, well, near the same time as Bradley Karter. So it seems to me that Bradley Karter and Shaun Grant are on the same pace. So if you give both of them a good car, then they can definitely transfer some good results. Right? Okay, so let's move on to the next driver. The next driver is Britt Conor Welch, or as you know him on PSN as Conan Foda 141. Now this guy did not take part in any of the test sessions because unfortunately his Gran Turismo 6 broke, but don't worry, he is getting another copy of it very soon. So right now we're going to judge it on his league racing in F1, and to be honest, he is very fast. His overtaking is very good. Whenever he sees he's like one Pablo Montoya in a sense. Whenever he sees an opportunity, he goes for it. So he's a very quick driver and very good when it comes to overtaking. So look at his pace when it comes to league racing in F1. Look at his pace at overtaking and judge. Right? What do you think of Conor Welch, guys? Let's move on to the next driver. The next driver is Britt Liam Calvatis, or as you know him on PSN as Liam Calvatis 47. Now, unfortunately, like Connan, he did not take part in any of the test sessions because he was occupied, very, very busy with all his stuff. So, like Connan, we're going to judge him on his F1 leagues, and my god, is this guy quick. I've raced against this guy, and I can really not keep up with him. Him and Matt Orange are around about the same pace. He is very quick and very experienced, and especially on Gran Turismo 6 as well. I've seen his lap times when I'm doing time trial or some other special events, and he is very quick. He's transferring the F Turismo. He is a very quick driver. So keep in mind of him, guys. He is very quick if you want to sign him up. Right, moving on to the next driver. The next driver is Britt Jameshead, or as you know him on PSN as Jameshead 14. Now this guy did take part in the Gran Turismo test sessions, but I never got the recording equipment out for him. So if you've seen him on Twitch, then you should know what I'm on about. But if you didn't, he did manage to get into the 47 mark around Brands Hatch, and he is a very, very quick driver. Even some of the team bosses who were watching him during the test sessions were very impressed with his pace. He is generally a quick driver, so he should be a man to look out for. Give him a good car, then he should be in contention for the title. And if he's in a slow car, he should give you a helping hand. Right, moving on to the next driver. The next driver is Portuguese driver, and the only Portuguese driver on the grid, Pedro Haas. Now, he is a newbie to these, well, to my leagues anyway. I've not seen him race before, but I have seen some footage of him. He is very experienced when it comes to GT6 league races. He's been in a lot of classic races, like the classic Lotus race, and he's very experienced when it comes to league races. And I have some gameplay of him in the background, and he is very, very quick. So if any of you guys are considering having this quick driver, he is one man to watch out for in this season's championship. Give him a good car, and he should be in contention for the championship. Give him a not so good car, he might give you a helping hand. So let's move on then to our final driver. And our final driver is American Ted Nowakowski. Now, he did not take part in the test sessions because he is from America, and I don't know what time zone he's in because America's got different time zones. But he should be available when it comes to league races. Now, he didn't take part in the test races, like I said, and doesn't have any footage. But what I have heard, he is his pace is kind of in the middle, so he can have some good races, but sometimes he can have races to forget. So any of you considering having this guy, then get your pens out, get your laptops out, go on your YouTube inbox and sign them. And it's the same with the other guys as well. Right, that's all the drivers. Now let's get to the end of the video. And that is all the drivers. So if you've liked a particular driver that you've seen in this video, then don't be scared and hassle to make a sign for him. Try and get him into your team. Now, a couple of things, one more thing actually. There is still one more space available in this league, so if you want that, then please let me know your PSN, and then tell me you need to tell me your name, your PSN, and then you need to tell me in a PM message, contact GT5Man21, because my channel is hard. Josie Willows is hard to contact on inbox for some ridiculous reason. So contact me via GT5Man21 and tell me what your pace is like, because the test sessions are now finished. Also, get cracking with the launch videos. Make sure you follow the rules and follow the regulations for each car. I will then announce when the test session is, so then we can start testing the cars, and then we'll get the season going. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like. No, actually you can't give it a like yet, because there's still one more idiot that needs to go away. So comment below, subscribe if you're new, and I will speak to you next time. Until then, I've been Jersey Willows. Take care.